Yo, what's up guys? Here we are with day 10 of 30 days of code in Python, and here we are with binary numbers challenge. Alright. So the task is we will be given a base 10 integer, which means the normal numbers, and it will be called n. We will convert it to binary, or what's also called base 2. I will explain this in a moment. Then find and print the base 10 integer, denoting the maximum number of consecutive ones in n's binary representation. Alright, so what we will get is a normal number. For example, here it's 5. Okay, perfect. What we will do is take 5 and convert it to binary. 5 is in base 10 representation. We will convert it to base 2, which is binary, which written is something like this: 0, 1, 0, whatever it is. Okay, it's basically the machine language, which is zeros and ones only. So we will convert 5 to binary number, which would look something like this. Then we will write what's the maximum amount of ones that were consecutive, like how many ones did we get repeated after each other, the maximum amount of ones. So for example, with 13, its binary number would look like something like this: 1, 1, 0, 1. So the maximum amount of ones that were repeated is 2. Clear? Okay, so what we will do is first, to solve this, first we want to know how to convert a base 10 integer to base 2. So taking, for example, the number 7, or let's take something easier, the number 8. To convert this to binary, we divide it by 2. Divide this by 2. Okay, we get 4. Nice. There. Divide this by 2, we get 4, remaining is 0. Nice. Then we take 4, divide it by 2, we get 2, remaining is 0. We take 2, divide it by 2. You see, we always divide it by 2 because we want to convert it to base 2. Okay, 2 divided by 2 gives us 1, remaining is 0. 1 divided by 2 gives us 0, remaining is 1. And that's our binary answer. How do we write it? We write it like this. So we start with 1, then 0, then 0, then 0. So 1000 in binary is basically 8. To confirm this, we will convert this to decimals. How we do that? Okay, so this first place is for ones, the second place is for twos, the third place is for fours, the fourth place is for eights. So we get 1 8 in binary, which equals 8 in the base 10 representation. Hope this is clear. Okay, you can also look it up online, search how to convert base 10 to base 2, or what's base anyway. So just by the way, it's called base 10 because in the normal numbers, for example 100 or for example 50, 55. Now, oh my god, if I can just write 55, this place, which is the ones place, could be 1 out of 10 possibilities, which are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to 9. Okay, so nice. So what we would do, let me just bring a new page. We will take the number we will get. So in this example, let's say 5. Okay, let's take 5. We'll subtract it, or divide it by 2. We will get what? Now it's floor division, so we don't take decimals. So this would give us 2.5, right? We remove this and add it into the remaining. So we'll remove this and remaining will be 1. Then we take 2, divide it by 2, we get 1, remaining is 0. 1 divided by 2 is 0, remaining is 1. Now this is the representation of 5 in binary. We will count how many ones are we getting. We want the highest amount of ones repeated. So let's try the second number they suggested, which is 13. 13 divided by 2 gives us 6, remaining is 1. 6 divided by 2 gives us 3, remaining is 0. 3 divided by 2 gives us 1.5, but we will remove the half and the remaining would be 1. So there's a 5 here, a 0.5, and the 0.5 here will be deleted. So then we get 1 divided by 2 gives us 0, remaining is 1. We write this like that, so it would be 1 1 0 1. Now if we would count those, the highest amount of ones we have in this binary is 2, and that's the number we will be returning. So if we can make a software or make a line of code or make a script that would do this division, and as it moves it would count how many ones are we getting and store the highest amount of ones we've got so far. So let's write this in code. First we'll switch to Python, of course, change the theme to dark, and we are good to go. So first what we want to do is we want to have the highest number of ones. Okay, we'll call this 0, and then we have ones counter, which would be 0. Now as you would notice here that we would stop once we've got to 0. Okay, so I will create a while loop which would check if n is still bigger than 0. If it's not bigger than 0, then we would stop. Nice. So then this would check if n module 2 equals 1, which means if module, basically what module does is it checks the remaining. So we would say here, if n was 13, we say 13 divided by 2 is the remaining is 1. If it's 1, that means it's 1. Okay, that means it's 1. So what we would do is increase the ones counter by saying ones counter equals ones counter plus 1. Then what we would do is if ones counter is higher than the highest number of ones, then we store that, then we update the highest number of ones to be ones counter. Hope this makes sense. Else the ones counter would equal 0. So we would keep increasing this until it's not 1, then we would reset. So out of all of this, what we want to do is n would equal n floor divided by 2, which basically what we are doing here. So first it would check, okay, this gives us 1, okay, then it would divide it by 2, floor division, so we don't get any decimals. Then after all of this finishes, we will just print the highest number. If I can just highest number, come on, let me just copy this. That's the problem when you write long variables, but it's clearer to be honest. So let's run the code. Alright, we passed one and missed one. I don't know why, but let's see what we got wrong. Yeah, so if it's not 1, we don't want to do anything. We just want to escape. Let's see what's the problem here. Your output is 2. The expected output is 1. If n module 2 ones counter. Alright, okay, I've got this. Okay, sorry. So we want to reset the ones counter if it's not, if the remaining is not 0, not if this is not higher. So we'll de-indent this, run the code again. Alright, here we are. So let's submit the code. And we're done, guys. Congrats. Hope you enjoyed this video. You can check the channel for more videos. You can check my Python course in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe and enable the notification bell. And if you like the video, press that like button, and see you in the next one. Peace out.